All right, guys, part 2, almost as short as the first one, a little bit more applicable. So we're actually going to use part of part 1 in this part. Keep saying parts, sorry. So this is going to help you solve a system of equations. We're going to start small and do a 2-variable, and then next week we're going to do 3-variable. You won't have to solve the 3-variable system really by hand because you're going to find the inverse of a 3x3 in the calculator. For a 2x2, you can solve them by hand, and you're going to at first. But what you have to do first is write the system as a matrix. So very much like augmented form, which you learned last week. The only difference is instead you're just going to write the coefficients. So 1, -2, 2, -3. Just be careful that they're in order. Sometimes they try to trick you. Then you write x and y like that, okay? And then you'll set it equal to the solution matrix. The reason you write the x and y vertically is because of the way we multiply matrices. Remember, it's row by column. So if you multiply that again, you get 1x minus 2y, 2x minus 3y, okay? You cannot divide matrices. That's the only downside. So you have to find the inverse to be able to move this over here, okay? So to solve for x, aka xy, do you want to see it algebraically first? I have to multiply by the inverse. The only thing is you have to be careful and put the a in front. The order does matter. So to solve for the variables, you get the inverse of a and multiply it by b. So we'll find the inverse of a first. So find your determinant of a, put 1 over it, multiply it by the inverse. So let's find our determinant first. I'm going to do that off to the side. So the determinant of a, remember, is 1 times -3 minus -2 times 2. Okay, so your determinant is going to be, oh, that was convenient, it's 1 again. So 1 over 1, you don't necessarily need to write that, but it helps to remember you always put 1 over your determinant. Do the old swapperoo of your a and d values, negate b and c, and multiply through. So your inverse is -3, 2, -2, 1. Okay, and then all you have to do from there is multiply that by your solution matrix. And the convenient part is that is a 2x1. So you end up with, let's check. This is a 2x2. This is a 2x1. So you can multiply them, and you end up with a 2x1, which is really convenient for us. I'm going to give myself a little room just to show the work, but you end up doing -3 times 0 plus 2 times 3. Hopefully you got in the hang of multiplying matrices at this point. -2 times 0, plus 1 times 3. And that gives you your solution, which is 6, 3. And I would write that as 6, 3, because that's my x and my y. If you look back at the fact that that's what you were solving for, and you're always write it as a coordinate, because technically it's the intersection. All right, I want you to try the next one for me. I'll pause the video, and I'll have the answer for you when you're all done. And then we have one more little mixed practice in the back. All right, guys, if you got 5, 0, good for you. You got it. Feel free to look at my work. The nice thing is that the initial matrix is actually the same as the one above, so you didn't even really need to redo the determinant, which was convenient. If you're ever in trouble with this, though, let me know. We're going to just do a little bit of practice, and then we're out. All right, so practice. A little bit of mixed practice. So for the first one, you're finding the inverse if possible. Just a reminder, if you get a determinant of 0, it's not possible to find the inverse. So you would just say you can't. But that's not the case. So same thing with number 2 and then number 3. So I'm going to have you try all 3. then I'll have all the answers for you when you're done. All right, folks, check your answers, please. The first one is hopefully familiar because you did it before, conveniently enough. Number 2, again, is 3, 2, 1, 1, and then the last solution is -7, -4. So if you need help with any of these or you want to see work done out, I'm happy to meet with you at some point. We're going to find these in the calculator next week, so it'll go a lot faster. Specifically for number 3, it's like one button after you plug it into the calc. So for now, just be careful because we're going to do our little mini assessment and you need to show all the work. So if you happen to learn the shortcuts in the calculator, you cannot use them yet, unfortunately. But I hope you have a great rest of your day. And again, please reach out if you need my help.